Welcome back to LavaCraft. It's been quite a while since I've been on the server, as I was on a trip, but um, I'm back now, and as you can see behind me, the starter base is now complete. Agent finished it while it's gone, so you'll have to check out his video to see the progress of him building it. Um, I guess I'll quickly go through what he's done. He's made a lot of trees, updated the mine entrance, goes quite a ways down, and built our villager trading hall. I think that's what we're calling it. Um, and mostly a lot of trees and groundwork, but be sure to check out his video for that. But today we're going to be focusing on making an Elytra launcher. This uh, this wasn't the original design that we had here. It was causing issues during the testing, so we updated it to work a bit better. Well, Agent built this one. I had a boat launcher here earlier. So this one's by Etho, and Agent also showcased this one a little bit in his video too. Just turn it on, stand here, wait for it to do it, go down, and just fly into here and it'll come down. But it's not set up. I didn't turn it on, so it's not going to launch me anywhere. But I've set up. Now I'll be showing how I set up our Elytra network on the server. Well, this is my most southern Elytra launcher. There's a bit of entities in here. There's 200 and some boats, but no one's really over here. The closest base would be Surge, which I'll show on the way back. It's on top of the mountain. Nothing really fancy. This side's the strongest. I was showing where this was before I built it, but apparently my video crapped out. And halfway through the mic crapped out, so yeah. Still got time lapse of it though, and I think my Voxy mod's also crashing out. Well, oh well. Well, there's launch up and it shoots me way high, and then I can fly back all the way to the base, which is right there. But if I don't want to go all the way, I can also go to Surge. Surge has his own little launching system. I believe we helped him set it up. I'm not 100% sure, but what did I? I'm 600 meters high, so quite a ways up. And the farthest I've gotten using the boats on one go was 8,000 blocks, I want to say. It does take a little bit of time though, unless you're doing closer relays. And I'm just going to go down to the Surges because it'll get me back faster. You just have to be careful of terrain or hitting things, because you will die no matter what happens. The system has claimed quite a few lives already. Mostly me. Mostly me in person. Well, and we're back at the base already, without using a single rocket. And I've already updated the death counter because apparently I have no idea how to use this. Or when I do, I hit something. I don't know. So, I guess I'm gonna have to try using this a little bit more. But now we're at 8. It used to be 7. And 0 days since last death. Yippee! Well, I showed the most southern one. I got 2 to the east and 1 to the west. I will be making one northwest in the future, but I'm kind of done with making the Elytra network. It takes a lot of time to get over places. You forget anything that sucks. Oh, I should probably check how much stuff there is left in this. Yeah, no more running this. So I'm wanting to go north. I'm wanting to go west for this one. There you go. Did it that time. Don't die. I don't think he'll get me there though. Oh well. I'll be back when I get there. Well, it got me halfway there, so the rest of the way I'm just gonna have to use rockets. I'll be able to get back pretty easy, but... Ooh, fire tower. Fire watchtower. Haven't seen many of these around here. Not much to see, really. There's not much built over here, if anything at all. But it's always good to have places to go. Fly off to into the wilderness for resources. That's the main reason for these. Get around the server and get different resources from each area. Well, here's the westerly launch pad. It's definitely one of the more well-built ones. Not much to see around it, but if I ever want something here, I could easily get one over here. And this side's the strongest, so I can get back to the base without having to do weird stuff. Also, I can get lunch to the north, because there tends to be a bit more stuff to the north. Haven't been too far north, as you can tell, but this is to prevent just creepers from getting up here and other mobs while you're trying to launch, because the lights only do so much, and I didn't want to light up this entire area. So it is more of an outpost kind of thing anyway, so. But this one launches you really good. You just need to make sure you build up. And this just boosts me way high in the sky. And there'll be plenty enough to get back to the base. And yeah, not much else. They're really all just the same design, just built in different locations. They each have their own little stone pattern for them, so you can see which one's which. So if I go to the mini map, this one's all calcites, like, and then the one over here, oh, that's mud. I can't find it now. Let's get something. Oh. That's right here. This one's basalt or blackstone or something like that with an no, it's a pattern seam, granite, and dorite with the black glass, and then over here, launch pads here. It's just the checker pattern with the dorite, and I forget what else I had there. And then there's one somewhere over here. Also, that's where the border is. I don't really remember where this one. Pretty sure there's one. Oh, I'll find it later. Well, as you can see on the mini map, the base is right here, and I'm here. and I still have a decent amount of height. I probably could have flown that better, but it is what it is. Well, I'm back at the base. I'm going to disable this launcher because it's almost out of the... Oh, it's out of the wind charges. Like, pretty much out of them. So, yeah, not gonna quickly turn that off. Oops. Oh, that didn't break anything. There you go. 17. So, it'll be enough to do something with, but not much to get you anywhere. Oh, did I turn it off? Yes, I did. As I said, there's more over there. They're really identical to the other ones that I have. The one over there is a little deadly. I've died a few times to that. Twice. Should have built that one a bit better spot, but it is what it is. Well, that was really just a showcase of the Elytra network I've been making, but I'm going to show the time lapses now. Well, I can't be shown up by Agent by him completing the entire base without me, so I'm going to build a monastery right by spawn. It's the only way I can show off my building skills. Can't my starter base can't just all be Agent, and there's not really room over there anymore, so I'll be building a monastery here and upgrading these filthy dirt paths. Because they get so muddy when it rains. Oh, look at that, it's already raining. Server must be agreeing with me. Well, time to start building the monastery and upgrading the paths, but let's start with the paths first. Oh, and I've already set up the beacons. Huge thanks to Agents and Gulls Wither Skeleton Farm. Totally didn't just borrow that for a second. You can also check that out in Agent's video. Well, time to start with paving a way through this terrain. So I finished the pathways from going to the bridge to the center little plaza I made, and then off to Rogue's Path, and then to my base and Agent's. I forget who lives here. Oh well. Oh, this is what it looks like so far. Did run out of materials partway through this. I underestimated what I needed. But so far it's so good. Now, the next part is to build the actual buildings in this area. Because why have the fancy paths without any buildings? Well, and I've already collected some resources. This is from extras. That's new, and these are also new. Definitely gonna need a lot more, but I'll get to that in the before the timeline. So. So I finished I finished the additional groundwork for a good portion of this area um, with the andesite, and there is a bit of a pattern to it. So, and I think it looks pretty good so far. Might want to expand it a little bit more, but I don't have it entirely planned right here what I'm wanting to do yet. So I'm just going to stop here. And I've started building the center part of the monastery, and I've built this little area over here because this is also part of it. It's like a small room here, a tower here, and in the time lapse I didn't show this design pattern, but I've added this design pattern to it. It'll make a bit more sense when I build the tower that goes here, and then there's just another room over here, but it isn't completely designed yet, and as I'm designing a good portion of this on a creative world beforehand. But while building this, I kind of ran out of materials, for a lot of the important materials for this, so I kind of had to stop building. So I'm gonna go have to get more materials later, but this is probably a good spot to end for it, because this is like the lower level of the monastery. And I also got this little green space in the middle. I'm gonna might make some custom trees for this. I don't need this grass now. And it's just a little pool of water in the middle. Nothing too fancy. But that's what this is going to be so far. And the plan and part of the plan of what I'm doing. And I've set up scaffolding already, so I can just climb up to the different levels of this without having to like use temporary blocks and scaffolding. It also kind of looks like it's under construction too, so especially since it's right by spawn. Spawn's just over there, so I want it to look somewhat complete, or at least complete enough that it's visually appealing for the time being. I have some resources, but not for what I'm working on, like the basalt. I got none of that. I don't even think I got any of that in storage either. Got lots of terracotta, lots of tuff. Have a bit of dorite, and then the dirt from the terraforming. I also upgraded this beacon to make it easier to build this building, as I was only getting one effect. Well, this is a fitting end for this one, with the Elytra system and upgrading the pathway right beside spawn, just north of spawn. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back to see me finish the monastery.